What's up, Madden community? MT Squared back with another Madden 23 video, and today I'm going to go over the ratings that were just released for running backs and safeties yesterday. These ratings are for REGS, not Ultimate Team, but the ratings that were released are a good indicator of who our top correlates in running backs and safeties are going to be in Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm going to show you why. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button down below, subscribe, and make sure that notification bell is turned on so you can see future Madden 23 content. All right, so here we've got the ratings release schedule for this week. So Monday we had wide receivers and tight ends. Tuesday we had edge rushers. I put out videos of both of those the last couple days. Go check those out. Wednesday we got running backs and safeties, which is what I'm featuring in today's video. Thursday, July 21st, we'll see cornerbacks and defensive line. And Friday, July 22nd, we'll find out our quarterbacks and the last of the 99 club. All right, so let's get into some ratings here. So we've got the top 10 running backs with their new Madden 23 REGS rating with the speed they were given, their Madden 22 REGS overall rating, and the Madden 22 Ultimate Team card they started out with. There were a total of 18 core elite running backs in Madden 22. Most of them were in the 80 to 83 range, with only 6 out of the 18 rated between 84 and 88 in Ultimate Team to start. So looking at here at our top 10, we have no surprise, Derrick Henry here at the top, 97 overall. Kind of surprised he's not a 98 or a 99 with the seasons he's been having the last couple of years. I know he did get injured at the end, but either way, I feel like Derrick Henry is definitely somebody who deserves a 99. Definitely should have had it last year after having a 2,000-yard season, but it is what it is there. So he's got 93 speed. Christian McCaffrey, he is a 96 overall with 91 speed. Last year he had a 96 overall in regs. Surprised that he's as high as he is considering his injury history. Another player that's had injury problems, that's a really good running back, Saquon Barkley. He definitely took a big dip down. So I'm surprised Christian McCaffrey didn't take a little bit of a further dip, but again, it is what it is there. We have Nick Chubb at number 3, 96 overall. He had a 96 as well last year. Jonathan Taylor, biggest mover out of the bunch here, 95 overall rating with an 83 last year. Almost feel like he deserved a little bit higher, but where I guess they only made running backs 97 as the highest with Derrick Henry. I guess you could say Jonathan Taylor deserved a 95, although I feel like he definitely deserves higher than Christian McCaffrey and probably over Nick Chubb as well. At number 5, we have Dalvin Cook with a 94 overall with 91 speed. Last year, he had a 95 overall, so slight dip for him. Nice little bump for Joe Mixon. Last year, an 88 in regs. This year, he's a 93. Alvin Kamara did take a little bit of a downward turn as a 90 overall versus 94 last year. Aaron Jones took a little bit of a step back as well from his 91 last year down to an 89. Austin Eckler had a little bit of a rise from an 85 to an 88. Feel like he could have been rated a little bit higher. I feel like he had a really good season last year, especially fantasy-wise, which obviously translates into production on the field. Ezekiel Elliott, 88 overall with his regs last year, also 88. Feel like that one was pretty spot on. All right, so looking at our Ultimate Team, where they started last year, the only card in this bunch that was not a core elite was Austin Eckler, and I think we will see an elite for him this year. All right, so looking at my predictions here, I believe Derrick Henry is going to stay at an 88 overall. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to go down, even though his regs rating is still the same as a 96. I think he's going to go down. I feel like there's other players that deserve that higher overall rating of the 87 that he got. So I think he's going to go down to an 85. Nick Chubb, I think, is going to stay the same as an 86. The big mover here, Jonathan Taylor, he had an 80 core elite last year. I believe he's going to get bumped up to an 87. Dalvin Cook, I think, is going to take a step back to an 84. Joe Mixon is going to get increased to an 84. Alvin Kamara is going to take a slight step back to an 83. Aaron Jones will stay in 83, I believe. Austin Eckler will get bumped up to an 82. And Ezekiel Elliott will stay the same at his 82 overall that he started out with. All right, next up we've got safeties. In Madden 22, there were a total of 25 core elite safeties. So that's both free safeties and strong safeties. Only 7 of those out of the 25 were rated between 84 and 88. So that's a pretty low percentage. When you look at the fact that 6 out of 18 of the core elite running backs were between 84 and 88. Only 7 out of the safeties, out of the 25, were between that range. So looking here at the top 10, Tyrann Mathieu, now playing for the New Orleans Saints, is the highest rated overall safety at a 94 overall. He was a 95 last year. Kind of surprised that there's nobody higher than 94. Surprised that they didn't rate him a little bit higher, or maybe Derwin James. But 94 overall for Tyrann Mathieu. Derwin James saw a nice little rise from 88 last year to his 93. Budda Baker took a 1 point backwards. Last year he was a 93. This year he's a 92. Kevin Byard got a 4 point increase from an 88 last year to a 92. And then Justin Simmons stayed the same at 91. Micah Hyde saw a nice little increase from 88 to 91. Harrison Smith stayed the same at 90. Jamal Adams stayed the same at 90. Jesse Bates took a 1 point backwards to a 90 from a 91. And Jordan Poyer saw a 3 point increase from an 87 to a 90. So nobody here lighting up the charts as far as speed goes, which I was a little surprised at. Usually Derwin James has some nice speed ratings. Budda Baker, same thing. Tyrann Mathieu, same thing. And Derwin James, especially because of his height, being 6'2", is a very nice usable card. So he definitely will be one of the better safeties in the game. Jamal Adams, another one that's pretty well sought after out of this bunch. Justin Simmons has some nice height. He's 6'2" as well. But Kevin Byard had a really nice season last year, and he's also really good at man coverage, which not a lot of safeties are. So he's got a good balance of zone and man coverage, but not as fast as some of the others. So looking at our core elite ratings that we had last year, nobody higher than an 86 last year for core elites for safety. So I'm thinking that maybe they'll bump that up. I don't think we'll see an 88 overall for a core elite safety. 88 is the highest that Madden traditionally starts any of their cards out at. So I believe that we will see Tyrann Mathieu starting out at an 87 though. EA Sports seems to like Tyrann Mathieu cards, and he usually gets some love, so I believe he will get increased to an 87. Derwin James, I believe, is going to get increased to an 86, and I think he will be probably the most used safety to start the game, unless if we have like one of the champions or team captains or something like that, one of those like free cards that is a really good player that is a safety. Derwin James always has pretty well sought after cards because of his height and his speed, so I think he's going to probably again be the most sought after safety to start the game because of that. Tyrann Mathieu, unfortunately, I think he's only 5'9", maybe 5'10", but I actually think he's 5'9". Budda Baker, 85 overall. I think he's going to stay the same. Kevin Byard, I think we'll see a nice increase to an 86 overall. Justin Simmons, I think, is going to take a slight step backwards to an 85 from his 86. Micah Hyde, I believe, will get increased to an 84. I think Harrison Smith will stay the same at 84. Jamal Adams, I think, will stay the same at 83. Jesse Bates is going to come down from an 85 to an 83, I believe. And Jordan Poyer will get increased 1 point from an 82 to an 83. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of these ratings. Who got snubbed, who was a little overrated. I'm a little surprised that Minkah Fitzpatrick is not in the top 10. He is the highest paid safety in the NFL. He is listed at number 11 with an 89 overall, but I feel like he should be higher. We could still see him with a core elite, a good core elite rating. Last year he had an 84 overall, and he had an 89 in regs as well. So we could still see him with a good rating, maybe an 84, maybe even an 85. Overall, though, I feel like the rest of the safety ratings were pretty spot on. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy this video or found it helpful, hit that like button down below, subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is on so you can be alerted of when content drops. And I put videos out in the last couple days like this for wide receivers and tight ends on Tuesday and edge rushers on Wednesday. I'll pin a comment with both of those videos if you want to check them out. And be on the lookout tomorrow for my next video tomorrow where I go over cornerbacks and defensive linemen. And thank you for watching.